friends and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Joanna, but you can call me Jo. Hi! A few of you may already know that I'm currently on a book buying ban, and honestly, it's not been too bad. But I really miss the feeling of buying new books. I want to be excited about new books. I want to be a bit proactive and start thinking ahead about books that I want to buy once I'm out of my book buying ban. So today I'm going to be playing a game of Smash or Pass. I'm going to be judging viral/popular books, but only based on their cover because I am a judgmental person. I'm sort of wearing like some lingerie and a nice little white shirt, because I'm going to be smashing things today, hopefully. This could majorly backfire because looks aren't everything. Pretty covers are not an indicator of how good the book is. But also I have trusted internet recommendations before and I hated some of the books. However, most of the time I do really enjoy those books, so hopefully I'll be able to weed out the bad ones just by looking at them. But I guess we'll see. Without further ado, let's smash or pass some viral books, only based on the cover. Let's go! To make this as efficient as possible, I've already put the books in a little wheel of names, and I will just do the spins, and whatever comes up I will have a look at the picture and see what I think. I'll probably do it off camera just to save some time, and I don't want it to be boring for you guys. So, see you in a bit. We landed on The Spanish Love Deception. Deception. Disgrace. I've heard mixed reviews about this book, to be fair, but I'm gonna go look at the cover anyways. Ooh.
Trash, filth, trash, garbage, dumpster, trash.
It's very neon. It kind of looks like something that was created on Canva, and that could be a compliment, but it's not a compliment in this situation, you know? It doesn't look highbrow. Why am I giving like wine tasting energy? I'm like, oh. It's not full-bodied enough. This is a pass for me. Next up we have Verity by Miss Hoover. I've heard mainly good things, to be fair, but I don't know if I can trust that. Is that a child?
There is only one thing worse than a rapist. Boom. A child. No.
I wouldn't feel compelled to pick it up, you know? No. This is a pass. The wheel has chosen If We Were Villains. If I'm not mistaken, I believe this one's about Shakespeare. I don't think it's about Shakespeare himself. I think it's about college students learning about Shakespeare. I'm not someone who enjoys reading Shakespeare all too often, despite the fact that I have a drama degree, but I am someone who enjoys watching and reading retellings about his stories, because plot-wise, his stories are fucking amazing. It's just the language where I'm just like... It's not a smooth reading experience. It's a lot of, oh okay, I understand now, but it's difficult. I'm assuming it's set in a modern setting, but with Shakespearean quotes. Maybe it's a dark academia, which I do enjoy from time to time. So yeah, I think that's a pass. No, that's a smash. Am I okay? I've just started and I'm already like hardwiring.
I feel very attacked!
Anyways, yes, smash. Next up we have Clara and the Sun. Ooh, this is really structured. I really like the colours in particular. I like that they're sort of muted versions of some very bright colours. Yeah, it has me intrigued. I don't know what this is about, but I do want to read it, so smash. Next up we have The Vanishing Half. I've heard very good things about this one. It's very tongue-in-cheek, it goes with the title. The concept is good, the execution not so much, I think. So I think this would be a pass for me. I don't think I'd pick this up. We have Manhunt. It's giving Maneater by Nelly Furtado. Speaking of Manhunt, do you guys know that really like obscure Canadian show called Manhunt?
Here we go.
This guy would mount a horse. There'd be a few contestants and they would basically be just set free into like this wooden area, and the guy on the horse would have to find them and chase them. That's why it was called Manhunt. What a weird concept. Anyways, I digress.
Stop that now!
Let's have a look at this cover. I'm really, really intrigued.
Charlie X, yes, snatch my wig!
Oh my goodness. That is absolutely incredible. That is so detailed, I actually can't tell if it's a painting or a photo, but that is gorgeous. Obviously, I love the double meaning of the fact that it literally looks like, you know,
the things you fondle.
the font on this book is insane. It literally looks like planks of wood, which I kind of associate with the hunt anyways. I also like the little pun on the side, which says, "The end of the world is nuts."
Ow! Oh, for the love of God!
Yeah, that's a smash. Yeah, and it is a smash.
You're such a fucking hoe.
We have The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. LaRue. Ooh, okay. I think this is a pretty smart cover. Obviously, if we're talking about his life, sort of like a timeline of his life. I like the fact that there's sort of a constellation throughout the cover that maybe links together important life moments of his. It's minimalistic whilst still having a little bit of flavour. It's not just a boring cover, there is a little bit of intrigue to it, so yes, I would probably pick this up. Smash! Oh, okay, so The Wheel has chosen The Fine Print. This is actually a series. If I were to get it, I'd check out the first one, see if I enjoy it, and then maybe continue with the series. I wouldn't buy it all in one go. I actually really like this cover. I like the fact that it has a mixture of materials, it has dimensions as well. I really like the use of colour as well with the darker and lighter shades. It is just two colours, it's monochromatic, but because of the shading, it gives the cover a lot more depth. I can't really tell what it would be about. I'm assuming by the title and sort of the ripped edges of the paper, we're looking into maybe some diaries, maybe discovering some secrets.
Why don't you mind your own business, pal?
Yeah, it's smash. I would probably pick this up. This time we have Things We Lost in the Fire. This is ringing a bell. I think I've heard Jack Edwards talk about this book before. I believe it's translated from Spanish, which I always enjoy reading translated books because I like to see if the translators actually do a good job. Being Portuguese and having that as my native language, I've definitely had moments where I try to translate something in Portuguese to English and it just doesn't come across well. So I would be intrigued to see if this gets the point across as the author would intend it to. I also love that cover. That is so stunning. It almost looks like a manga cover, which I really enjoy. So yeah, that's a smash. I'm smashing a lot today.
Okay, it was funny the first time, lads. Let's get back to it. Let's remember why we're here.
Next up we have Bunny, and I have seen this cover before, so I think I will just give it a straight up smash. I really am intrigued by this because I don't really know what it's about. I've heard that it's a little bit deranged, but the cover doesn't really indicate that, so I'm intrigued to see how the author balances both aesthetics, I suppose. So yeah, smash. We have Our Wives Under the Sea. I think it's just a mirror picture, but maybe they've splashed some water on it, so it's totally distorted her face and we can't actually see her. I'm curious to see if the book is going to be quite literal and we're actually going to be under the sea, or if it's more a metaphorical type thing. I think just from the cover alone, it's a smash. Next up, we have a book I actually haven't heard of at all, but I'm really liking this cover. We have There There. I like the colours, I think they work really well together. I also like the imprint of the feathers. I'm really enjoying all of these book covers actually. They're quite forward thinking, so I'm intrigued to see which ones fall short, basically. This is a smash. Next up we have a book that I think has been circulating for quite a while, and it's A Good Girl's Guide to Murder.
Oh shit, buddy, I gotta dig a little deeper. There's no Pepe Sylvia, you gotta be kidding me! I got boxes full of Pepe!
It's already telling me a fair bit, but I do like the cover and I think it's literal but still comprehensive, so this might be more of a foreplay, by which I mean if I found it in a charity shop I would probably pick it up, and or if someone got it for me I would read it, but I wouldn't go out of my way to buy it from a bookstore. That's what foreplay is. There we go, we figured it out. We have Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow. I love this cover. I like the iridescent and the fact that it has a bit of a rainbow to it. It doesn't really tell me much about the story, but I'm still intrigued, so I think that is a clear smash. Oh, okay, yep, here's another one that I've heard so much about. Cleopatra and Frankenstein. I think it's an oil painting, but it just really works so well. I like the fact that you can almost see the emotion on her face. It definitely stirs up something in me. This is probably one of the first books I will buy once I've read all the ones I own, so total smash. Next up, we have a book that I've heard very mixed reviews about. It's quite a polarizing one. A lot of people say it's brilliant, such a good twist, and then other people kind of say not much happened, so I don't really know based off those descriptions if I would buy it, but that's not what we're here for today. We're here to judge covers. So, by the cover, I would totally pick this up. I think the rip over the mouth is so clever, especially if the character is silent. I also really like the colour scheme. I think the fact that it's so beige almost reminds me of a Stray Jacket, so I really like the fact that it's kind of linking in on all aspects of the title. Yeah, smash. I saw this book the other day in a charity shop and I was so annoyed that I couldn't buy it because of the book buying ban.
Help me, I'm gonna die!
Before the coffee gets cold, I am obsessed with this cover. I like the fact that it's pretty minimalistic considering half of the page there's not much going on. It really does imitate the look of wallpaper so well. It feels very intimate. And from what I've heard about this novel, it focuses quite heavily on the mundane aspects of life, so I think this cover translates that perfectly. Smash. Next up, we have a book that I've seen quite a bit, but I haven't actually heard good or bad things about it. I've just kind of seen that people have read it a lot, and that is Red, White and Royal Blue. It's sort of giving the same vibes that the Spanish Love Deception gave, with the characters being quite basic looking. The characters have at least some sort of characteristic. They're not sort of the blank faces that you see a lot of covers having. I do like the fact that they used the colours for the font. Bare minimum, I know, but I think it works really well against the pink. So yeah, I think I would actually pick this up. I think it's a smash. Another book that has been circulating for many years that I've just not got my hands on yet is Queenie. I really like the fact that you don't see the character's face, but you get so much just from the detail that is given to the hair and the hoops. I really enjoy that. I think it's really pretty and I would love to read this, so this is a smash. Next up, we have a book series that a lot of people are quite shocked when I tell them I haven't read. It's Six of Crows. It does kind of remind me of a lot of books I read in my teen years.
And that's the truth.
But I think there's enough interest in it that I would still be intrigued. I also really like the font, and I think the red works really well with the silver and the black. Is it something that's overdone and you see a lot? Absolutely.
How original.
But would I still probably pick it up? Yeah, I think I would. A mild smash. This is another book that I really am super keen to read. It's The House in the Cerulean Sea. Cerulean. Anytime I hear the word cerulean, I think of the Devil Wears Prada spiel that Meryl Streep gives about the colour cerulean. No, just me? Okay, let's continue. This is 100% a smash. It really reminds me visually of a series of unfortunate events, which I loved so much as a child. So yeah, I don't even care what this is about, I really like the visual, so this is a smash. The Wheel Has Chosen Sorrow and Bliss. I am obsessed with this cover. I love the combination of blue and yellow so much. It works really well for this cover with the sorrow and bliss.
Yellow, happy.
Blue, sad.
It's giving Inside Out.
I'm too sad to walk. Just give me a few hours.
This is a smash. It's Twisted Love. No, it's not giving me anything, like, at all.
An absolute categorical never.
No. Pass? Pass?
Pass.
Next up, we have a book that inspired the show The Maid. I really like this cover, actually, but also because I enjoyed the show so much, I would also be very keen to see what the book is like. Smash. Next up, we have Icebreaker, and to be honest, I think it has a lot of potential. I like the colour palette. I also think the characters look really sweet, but
You're basic.
I think it could be better than it is as well, so I probably wouldn't pick this up. pass. Next up we have Night Crawling. This is just incredible. It really works with the title because there is sort of movement. It almost makes you feel a bit uneasy. Any woman walking at night understands that feeling. This is the feeling this book cover is giving me, so if that's what the book is about, I think it really works. Smash, absolutely. Next up we have Mother Thing. This might be my favourite cover I've seen today. That is so perfect. The colours work so well together, but also the fact that it looks like an old horror movie poster. Wow, 100% smash. Next up we have a book that I'm almost kind of matching with. Hard pass. I don't think it looks good. I also don't think it looks intriguing enough for me to pick it up. It's also a series, so again, I wouldn't want to waste my time if I don't think I'm going to enjoy the book. So no, hard pass.
Were you physically attracted to him?
No.
Not at all?
No.
Next up we have another book cover that again sort of falls into the TikTok romance book cover where it's illustrated. However, I actually really like this one. It happened one summer. Aesthetically it looks like the other ones, but I think the characters are quite detailed. I also really like the fact that it has sort of the beach colour theme with the lighthouse and the beanie and the dress. I mean, I love a summer romance. Yes, I think this is a smash. Next up we have Milk Fed. I should have assumed it was going to look like a boob. I really like that. I think that's really, really cool. Quite abstract, really modern. I also quite like the font. I think it's not something you see very often. Smash. Give me that boobie. Next up we have a book series that I'm surprised that I haven't read yet. It's A Court of Thorns and Roses. I would totally pick this up. I think it's really, really pretty. And again, that's probably why it's so popular. I think they did a really good job at keeping it pretty simple, but still detailed enough that it would capture people's attention. Smash. Next up we have yet another book series. Clearly they're very popular on TikTok. I thought series would be off-putting for people, but I guess not.
That is not correct.
We have The Poppy War next. I've heard brilliant things. I'm actually obsessed with the detail in this cover. I like the sort of wispy background. It really makes it feel movemented, which if it's about a war, that makes sense. I can see that she has a bow and arrow, so maybe that's her speciality.
Meanwhile,
I also really like the little quote that says, "Woman, warrior, weapon, god." It's a smash. Ironically enough, we have another book by the same author I just talked about. We have Babel next.
Yeah, smash.
Money, please! My money.
I think if I did find this one in a charity shop, I might have to break my book buying ban. We're talking about Heartstopper. I think this is just so cute. It's so quintessentially teen, I think. It just gives me a nice warm fuzzy feeling looking at it.
So fluffy, I'm gonna die!
So yeah, smash. Next up we have a book that can't really be spoiled for you because the title spoils it itself. It's They Both Die in the End. You can almost feel the fact that it's not going to end well. I like the fact that you do have the little clocks on the side as well, kind of indicating that at the end of the day they're gonna be dead.
That bitch is dead.
It's a smash. We've reached the last book on the wheel, and hilariously I think it's probably one of the most infamous books on TikTok. My Year of Rest and Relaxation. I've heard great things, I've heard terrible things. Honestly, at this point I would probably only read it because I want to know what my opinion is. I think choosing a painting for your book cover is kind of a slay, and I also think the pink works really well with the background. It's a smash. We're ending on a high, we're ending on a smash. So yeah, we're done. That pretty much gives me a good indication of what books I do want to eventually read once I'm out of my book buying ban. Like I mentioned previously, you never know what you're going to get with internet recommendations, but I think a lot of these have potential. So I guess we'll see. Thank you ever so much for watching this video. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Let me know down in the comments if you've read some of these books, and if you enjoyed them, I'd love to hear. Please do give me a like if you enjoyed this video, it really does help. Subscribe if you want, and ring the bell for notifications of when I next post. Okay, bye!